Hello, my name is Father Ben. I'm the rector at St. Francis Episcopal Church in Macon, Georgia, and this is my weekly message for our Friar's Messenger. The gospel assigned this morning for morning prayer was from Matthew chapter 6. In it, Jesus says, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust consume and where thieves break in and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven." And then he says, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon." Mammon is generally considered to be money, wealth, possibly your portfolio of worth. It's funny when we talk about our worth, and it generally comes down to money. But this is a passage that I don't hear talked about a lot, and I'll be honest with you, when I talk about it, I sort of go through it fairly quickly because I don't want to be offensive. And I also know that I do serve mammon. I'm at the point of what's going to happen to me when I get older. And I don't particularly like the idea of being wheeled up in front of a large screen TV and sit there all day. So how much money do I need? How much wealth, how much worth do I need for that not to happen? As the rector of the church, I worry about how to make payroll, how are we going to get the next water heater that breaks, or the next furnace, or the roof, or whatever. It's always something. In that it brings up anxiety for us all. And the people that we see on the streets, though, some of them don't appear to have that anxiety. We consider them to be crazy, but some of them seem not to be worshiping mammon. So how do we not serve mammon? As Bob Dylan said, you got to serve somebody. And in this earthly realm, we generally do, but God offers us a way out of that servitude. And I know I always hesitate to say it, but I think sometimes we need to think about it's decreasing our standard of living. What can we do without? And it's quite obvious that the more we have is not making us better. That's through all generations. Boomers all the way to Gen Z, I guess is where we are. We're not a happy people, and we have more than ever. So we're trying to serve more than one master. So I think, it's a journey on this, and it is thinking about, and I really believe this, that in our service to others, in being reflective and contemplative of what's truly important in our lives and how we interact and move and have our being with our neighbors, is a good way, a wonderful way of lessening our anxiety on serving mammon and focusing it more on God. And if God is not the word you want to use, focusing more on our well-being in the universe. Is it going to happen overnight? No. Do we have to be mindful about it? Yes, we do. So, Godspeed on that journey for all of us, including myself.